Alright, Mustang. Today, Monday, February 28th. Yes. Okay. What's the status? I have to pause this car once again. I'll explain why. First of all, it was a joke. It was not literally, don't get it literally what I said, that I eat a fox for dinner. This is, when I was in Greece, I was saying that, you know what, you eat a fox and you became clever from this point of view. Don't get it literally. It was just a joke, okay? So let's finalize this. Then I need to, today I'm gonna order a couple of bolts, the correct bolts here for the bracket to be right. I'm gonna order also a couple of extra bolts here because I don't want to have a different head here and here. I want to be the same. Proper length, correct bolts. The spacers, I'm gonna fix the spacers also here. This is for the power steering pump. It's not the time now for that. First, I'm gonna receive the bolts. So this is the bolt that I need for the alternator. These are the correct threads. I'm gonna give it as a sample for here. That's not the correct one. This comes only one thread inside, just to stay in place. So, bolts, some belts, 5-6 belts, different sizes, a little bit bigger, to at least have an idea. Some idler pulleys, I have an idea what to do with that. Then, like I said, I need the new bearings. I would like to put the new bearings and new seals on the tube to don't have any headache. The machine shop, they inform me that either they're gonna try to make it straight or they can make new one, brand new from scratch. Now I'm waiting the driver here to come to give him the axles, and if they make a new one, they have to go according with this one, because this I never touch it. So to get the dimensions, don't be like this, because this one it's 0.25 here and 0.15 here. Or other way around, in any case. So, small update, because I have to pause it, alright? And when I'm gonna receive everything, when I'm gonna receive the proper bolts and I'm gonna bolt it down again, I'm gonna put the AC compressor to see that everything's aligned, I'm gonna have some belts to route it properly, to measure it, to see that it does have any problem. Maybe I'm gonna make an extra support for this, maybe I'm gonna make an extra support for the bracket, because this is not aluminum, call it as you like, it's a steel, it's a little bit more heavy, and I'm gonna be on it AC compressor and power steering pump. We're gonna see about that. It's solid actually. When I put it on, it's nice, just in case for safety. So when it comes to time, and I'm gonna spot weld it, and I'm gonna be powder coated, and I'm gonna be for final installation, then I'm gonna start making video again. Same thing also for the axles. We have to get a quotation to see how much they need to make straight these axles, if it's possible and if it's okay, and how much the price to make from zero axles. Okay, so that's the status. I have to put some masking tape here on the brake calipers, don't enter anything inside, and most probably I'm gonna put in a box all this stuff, don't come dusty. I have plenty of box, thanks to Willwood. And then I'm gonna continue. That's it for now. This is something that takes some time. It's not something plug and play for this. I have to make sure the offset. Then I have, like I said, I have double belt on the pulley of the AC compressor. I can run, let us say, one belt for the AC compressor, one belt for the alternator, and one belt for the power steering pump. But since I have a double groove here, I would like to get I would like to install both belts, not only one, just in case. I believe it's better. Now maybe I'm gonna put an idler pulley somewhere here, not here exactly, or maybe I'm gonna put an idler pulley here to have a engagement on the water pump, to have a contact the belt. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna see how we're gonna end up. So then I have to bring the guys to crimp some lines here. I'm gonna remove these fittings from here, and most probably I'm gonna make something like a small rail to be inserted here, and then to come this inside. This will gonna happen after I install the bracket. Couple of plugs here, and I need a plug here that I can bleed it. to don't stay air inside of the system. Stuff like that. I'm waiting the master cylinder. I haven't received it yet. I ordered before also the front brake lines. I'm talking about this one and the other one from there. So waiting for some parts that I have already ordered, waiting for some bushings that I did already order it before. We're gonna see when we're gonna receive it. Like I said, it takes some time because the most parts are coming from USA. Now, if I can finalize the axles and I finalize the rear one, it's nice because we're gonna remaining only the brake lines. The front one's already done. It just need the bleeding, let us say, whenever it comes to master cylinder. The brake line, like I said, that's missing. Piece by piece. Yeah. Then at the end, obviously, we need to go for a wheel alignment to see that the car is gonna be nice and straight. We need to be adjust the ignition timing because I'm gonna change also the distributor. Need to adjust the carburetor. The whole carburetors, they're coming even pre-adjusted, so you need some small adjustments. You throw one lambda sensor, one exhaust, oxygen sensor, let's say, from the exhaust. I have remote that you put inside, and then you see the fuel mixture, how much is under load, how much on idle, and everybody happy. Not a big deal with that. And like I said, it's already pre-calibrated. It's not gonna give me any headache. Just I want to check it because it's a small displacement engine. It's not 427, let us say, or something. It's not even 427, but anyhow, yeah, you get the picture. Needs some time, unfortunately. If we was in the United States, this will gonna be already done. And I put a bet that in the United States you can go to a scrapyard and find a bracket like this and put it on and call it a day. Sandblast it, let us say, powder coat it or paint it or whatever, and put it on and everybody happy. But unfortunately we are a little bit far away. Unfortunately. So, like I said, the wiring harness need to come also electrician because the guys, they pass the wiring, but the inside's not finalized. I found, by the way, I don't know if I saw you, they sent me also from the office the cable for the parking brake, and I found also the handle for the brake. Not bad. That's a good one. This is the wheel nut that I use to remove the bolts. Leave it there. It might help the guys at the machine shop to unpress it. Right? Why not? Pretty much that's it. Takes time? Definitely. Need also to support the cables down. You have to put some brackets. When you put the brackets, it depends where you're gonna drill. To put the brackets, you have to put some color or some sealant there to don't come rusty the body. You know, to route the cables properly, to route the brake lines properly. Yeah. Like I said also before that I have the brackets for the fan to don't be with the zip ties, with the cable ties. Here I ordered also the fan through. I have it over there. Yeah. It takes time, unfortunately, and we don't even have the space. Fortunately, today we have one available jack, and it's not been completely blocked. That's it for now. Next video, when I'm gonna receive the parts, when I'm gonna start coming for final, because you already saw that. I already show you this one. I have to take care, like I said, a couple of other stuff, like the spacers here, to don't be like that, and the bolts, and to don't have a washer. It's gonna be one spacer. When I'm gonna adjust the length for the power steering pump, you're not gonna have a washer here. You're gonna have one spacer, if you like. Yeah, this is because it has an offset to the power steering pump, because it has a step, that's why. So you have to use one. And most probably from here we cannot weld it, because here it's adjustment. From here, the spacer, it can be integrated on the bracket. That means I can weld it, not this one, okay? The new one that we're gonna fix. to be welded here, so to be only this to be the variable. So what else? Or we're gonna see on the power steering pump if I can weld the space on the power steering pump, so you don't have to hold anything. From back, if I found the correct bolts, I can put a cutted washer, spring washer, let us say, from back with one nice washer, and to don't have a spacer here, you just need to have the correct length bolt. That's something easy, it's not something crazy. It's involving small things and big things at the same time, like I said, the bolts, like the axles. And then at the end, don't forget, when it comes back the axles, I have to fix the rings. You're gonna tell me why you're not sending at the machine shop, since you're gonna be there. Why you're not sending the brake rotor with the axles and tell them to fix one of these, right? Yep. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste my time for that. That's the plan. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the brake rotor in a box. I'm gonna give them this one and this, the one that I fix here, and the other one that came with the kit. Let them do it also together, so to come ready, and I'm not gonna waste another hour to start fixing spacers. Yeah, I'm not a machinist, so maybe somebody else can make this one, let us say, in 10-15 minutes. Me, for making two of them, I'm gonna spend at least 1 hour. That's for sure. I spent 1 hour just only to make the face here. Again, I didn't spend only 1 hour. I didn't get the axle from the differential and I just place it on the lathe and I will start machining it. It's involving different things. What does mean that one? I make a mark how much run out was have on the car and where was the run out, and then I put it on the chalk, and then I have to find the same run out as it was on the car on the chalk, because it has run out also the lathe. And when I was sure about that, I was close, because now I have 0.15 of millimeter run out. I don't have 0.25, 0.3 like before. If I spend another hour, yes, I can make it on 0. But that's not the solution, since it has run out, and since the driver's side it's too much bent. I prefer to be nice and straight. Maybe they were gonna make it straight by just bring it back straight, or they were gonna tell me that, you know what, it's not worth it, put a new one, let us say. Let's fix a new one. That's a status. Pausing now this one, waiting now the driver to come to explain to him what I need. Moving on with the rest. There are plenty to be done here. Thank you.